with that, I want to get the party started. But first, I'm going to introduce the lovely T.S. Madison to take on.
Yes, God, honey! Yeah! Puerto Rico, make some noise in here! Puerto Rican, baby! Puerto Rican! You know, Mom, how you left me? Oh, my God. Hi, everybody! Let me tell you something, okay? I want to give a special shout out to Love and Gravity for giving my voice a voice. Y'all know I did the podcast too, y'all. Make sure that you are following Love and Gravity on all podcast places. That's Apple, Spotify, and every other place that you can get a damn podcast on, okay? Now listen, this is my first time in Puerto Rico. There's no place like it on earth. Y'all put y'all hands together for Puerto Rico. Now y'all know I got my cue cards because I ain't the most professional, but I can do what I can do. Now the reason why that we chose Puerto Rico is because today Puerto Rico has the worst prep-to-need ratio in the United States, indicating preventative therapies are not reaching those who could benefit. And that stops now. Y'all put your hands together for VE, honey, because they are the only, let me get their credentials together. They are the only healthcare, this only pharmaceutical company that's solely focused on HIV. Come on, V, y'all got a lot of back there. Now, I want to share why Puerto Rico is important to me. And let me put this script over here in your hand. Hold it for me, baby. Thank you. You're so cute. Puerto Rico is important to me because 26 years ago, I was 19 years old. Can you believe that? Just 26 years ago, I was 19. Right. 19, 26 years ago. And at that time, I started my transition when I was 17. And, you know, when you're growing up, people tell you, in order for you to be this, you have to do this. And in order to be this, you have to do that. And so I struggled with wanting to have an SRS operation, meaning sexual reassignment surgery. That means cut the dick off, girl, for those that don't know. And so I struggled with that for a very long time because I felt like, you know, I want to be a trans person on my own terms and how I, you know, want to really be trans. And I don't want nobody to tell me how to be a trans person. But I was 17, 18, and 19. And during this time, I was like, okay, well, if, in order for me to be a real trans woman, if I have to have an SRS, then this is what I'll do. So one late night after the club, you know, I had a lot of drinks and I had a car at the time. And I was riding up and down the neighborhood, searching. And there was a guy in particular who had no business being in the neighborhood that I was riding up and down looking, right? He happened to be a Puerto Rican guy. And y'all, you can scream, because I did. But he happened to be a Puerto Rican guy. And I was like, oh my God, let me pull over here and get this helpless man out of this neighborhood with all of this jewelry on. Let me help this guy. Oh God. And I'm after the club with a few drinks, so let me help him. Humanitarian, correct. So, you know, I pulled over, I picked him up. Well, I pulled over and I rolled the window down. Now, I want you to follow this story now, because I told you, 17, 18, 19, these were my younger years. So I wasn't this T.S. Madison, honey. I was that T.S. Madison over there. So, and I'll tell my team, at that time, I was still trying to find myself, trying to find my look. Okay, girl, I was ugly. God damn it, all right? And I had like this really orange makeup and like this really dark bob wig, and I, kind of put the wig over my face like this because I had razor bumps from my ear to ear, and I was just like, girl, baby, what you doing in this neighborhood? You need a ride? Girl, don't act like y'all don't be on the chat line. Let raise your voice. Don't do that. They got the chat line out here in Puerto Rico. Don't play with me. Baby, you need a ride? So he looked down in the car, and I was, had the window like, So he looked in the car, and he was like, okay. Yeah, I do. My friends dropped me off. I'm drunk, baby. I was like, oh, you drunk? Okay, come on in, me too. I drove around in the car with him for a minute. I felt him up, just to make sure he didn't have the gun that I didn't want, So, I felt him up. And I said, baby, why are you in this neighborhood? He said, man, I got into an altercation with my friends. And they put me out over here. And I don't know what, I said, okay, baby, where do you live? I'll take you home. How far is it from mine? But where do you live? So we were riding up and down, and my car was almost on E. And so he says, oh, you need gas in your car. So he reached in his pocket and he pulled out lots of money. I said, I don't know. So he pulled out lots of money. He gave me $40. He said, pull over and get some gas. I'm like, damn, how did you know the car took $40? The car took $40, okay? Not me, the car took $40. Okay, so at the gas station, the lights are bright like this up here, and so something happened. We were at the gas station. Y'all don't know what happened. I said, y'all not following me. 17, 18, 19. Hair like this. Orange Georgia dirt makeup. Pull up to the gas station, lights this bright. Something happened. Okay. So his eyes got a little bit bigger than I anticipated them to do. And so after he pumped the gas, I immediately sped off into the night and, drove over to the side. I was like, okay, baby, why are you looking at me like that? He was like, I'm just admiring your beauty. I was like, okay. And I said, well, how far is your house? He said, it's close to yours. I said, okay, well, mine is like right over around the corner over here. Let's go. And so we pulled up to the yard, got out of the car, went on the inside of the house. And when we got on the inside of the house, we started kissing and fondling and all this type of stuff or whatever. And so I put my hands in between my legs like this or whatever, because I didn't know what to do. I'm still young and stuff, So I put my hand in between my legs like this, and I was like, oh shit, okay, should I say something or like, and then in the back of my mind, like, he already knows, girl. You didn't see the way his eyes bulged. He knows. And so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And so I moved my hands, and that's the first thing that he reached for was the dick. And I said, I moved his hand, and I was like, well, baby, I'm young and I'm new, and I'm gonna have it cut off in maybe 2 years. And he said, what? Why would you do something like that? And he grabbed my face and held my face and looked at me, and he said, you are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And you are totally beautiful exactly the way you are. Now, I don't know if it's kids in this room, but there are some people who've heard me tell this story before on my YouTube channel, and it gets a little bit more explicit than that. So I'm gonna keep the PG rated version. We got in the bed, he climbed on top of me, he rolled me like a cowboy, honey.
This is PG.
He took me to the Old Town Road before Lil Nas X knew anything about it, goddammit.
Come on, Old Town.
But let me tell you something. We were having lewd, lascivious, nasty, dirty, low-down sex, unprotected. Okay, this was 26 years ago, okay, all right? Thank God for PrEP and PEP now. Because the first thing he asked me after we had came and stuff like, "Are you clean?" I'm like, yeah. But imagine if I had not been, or imagine if I had prep, I would have had more assurance and stuff. Well, you know, we got through that, and we're all fine now. But the moral of the story is, I found peace, serenity, and self-love through a Puerto Rican man.
I see the correlation.
And let me tell you something, I am forever grateful for that man. I don't know what he looks like today or who he is. He could be in this room saying, "Bitch, that's not how that story went." You rolled me, but I'm like, "You was a lie," because I ain't even touched it. I ain't even touched that thing. But I have to say, I'm so at peace and so at one with myself. And I'm so glad that I didn't. Everybody has their own place of solitude where they come to understanding who they are and what makes them complete. I didn't need the surgery to make me complete. I needed reassurance of myself to make me complete in my mind. Because the transition started in my mind. And here's the thing, even though it was a sexual experience, it was an experience that I needed at an early age so that I can really, this is why T.S. Madison walks around proud and confident. Like, ain't nobody fuck with me, god damn it. This is why I am proud to be who I am. You know, my ups, my downs, everything is because that day I felt beautiful. And I knew in my inside that I was beautiful. I could work on my skin, I could work on my hair. But I knew that I was beautiful because I knew up here what I wanted and who I was. And that person reassured that for me. And I'm forever grateful for that Puerto Rican. Forever grateful because I walk around, I live in my truth, I walk in my authenticity, honey, and can't nobody fuck with me, god damn it. Now, enough about me. Are y'all ready for some good entertainment, ladies and gentlemen? Honey, we got San Juan's very own, all the way from San Juan, honey, and Bad Bunny's girlfriend, child. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Puerto Rico's very own